what is industrial real estate? Like, how can I spot a industrial development or an industrial building? Is it like a retail building? Are they located in certain parts of town? What is it? Let's start off with the very basics.
Yeah, so there's kind of a few definitions as to what would constitute an industrial building, and it's definitely changing in the last few years, even during COVID. I mean, for a lot of people, it's going to be manufacturing, storage, logistics, distribution, and warehousing. And I would say for this discussion, what we're probably talking about is not the manufacturing side, because for the most part, when you've got heavy manufacturing and true industrial buildings, they're typically owner occupied, right? Mm-hmm. They're producing something and they're there long term, and it's a purpose-built facility with heavy equipment. I think what a lot of people are more interested in is a smaller scale where it may be sort of e-commerce related, storage and distribution. That's typically what you would look at and constitute an industrial building. You mentioned retail, actually. I mean, from a construction perspective, there's actually a lot of similarities, right, in terms of what they look like, the size, etc. But industrial does come in a lot of shapes and sizes. I mean, it can be 10,000 square feet or less. It can be 1 million square feet. It can also be just a single user, or it can be lots of users in those buildings. So if you kind of look at that cross section, you can have everything from a small unit that might be a CrossFit, dance studio, or you may have a FedEx or Amazon or somebody large scale to that extent, and then everything in between. And it's industrial is definitely changing because the supply chain has changed, right? During COVID, people have shifted from sort of bricks and mortar from the retail world into more e-commerce, into the industrial side. People are, even with the increase in ghost kitchens as well, you can kind of see how it's morphing and how it's changing. So there is that sort of traditional industrial that you would have seen outside of urban areas, typically in the middle of sort of less dense areas. But now it's starting to get more urban, right? And we can touch on it a little bit later, but you're also looking at probably the next generation of industrial, which will be multi-level industrial. And eventually I can imagine sort of the driverless vehicles going into those buildings, going in, driving up, and at different levels, and drones coming off them. I mean, that's probably going to be the next generation. In fact, that is the next generation. It's happening, even though people may not see it right now, but it will happen. And people are planning for that. And there's a few examples in the US actually where it is starting to happen. But people are going to shift, right? The level of patience from 3 weeks delivery to when Amazon came along to 2 days to 1 day to it's going to be 1 to 2 hours. And you are going to have that supply chain changing where they're going to want, you want to order something and you want it by 5 o'clock, right? That's for certain products that are lightweight that can be delivered in a different method. So that's the definition is definitely changing. The one item I would say that maybe I didn't touch on is probably the cold storage refrigeration as well, is another aspect of industrial as well. And that kind of is maybe a subsector of the industrial. And it's no different really to some of the other asset classes where you've got maybe residential, within residential, you have condos, rentals, single family. It's the same sort of concept. There's sort of sub asset classes, for lack of a better term.
So essentially, I mean, it's a good niche to be involved in with all of the changes happening to e-commerce is basically what I hear you saying, that basically as all that continues to grow and develop, the industrial niche is growing as well too, and it's expanding with it, essentially is what I hear you saying.